Zachary Burton, covered in tattoos, is in an interrogation room after killing 3 men while attempting to steal a car. He explains his actions impulsively, coming down from a meth binge. He insists on a hug before any confession.
Keep your hands together like this, that way those cuffs don't cut into you.
If you want to move that and set your feet up for a hot second, go ahead. Okay? We'll be back with you in a second, okay?
Yep.
But you're not hurt?
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Can you go to the bathroom? You need water or anything right now?
I'm good, thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll wait a little bit. Close. Zachary.
Yeah.
Hi, Zach. I'm Brian. Nice to meet you.
The detective sets the tone by speaking calmly and asking for Zachary's side of the story. However, Zachary insists he won't talk until he can see his wife, which he claims was promised to him in exchange for cooperation.
You guys need something, just let us know, okay?
I'm a detective from Jackson County, so I just want to talk to you a little bit just to get your side of the story. I always know there's two sides to every story, right? And I know that I'm only getting one side. I've obviously talked to a lot of different people today, between last night and today, and I just want to hear it from you. I do think there's a lot of explanations for why things happen, so I'm asking your permission if you just want to let me know what happened.
I have no problem telling you everything as far as anything you guys want to know, but I was also told if I came in cooperative, I'd get to see my wife and hug my wife. She was promised that as well.
Zachary's emotional turmoil becomes clear as he refuses to speak further unless he gets to hug his wife. He mentions that the officers promised it as part of the deal, and his demands cause the interrogation to pause.
Okay, so look, before I say anything to you, can I read you your Miranda rights, just to let you know your rights? And
I just wanted to state that before I said that, because once you read me my rights, if I say anything about an attorney, you guys stop talking to me, so I don't want you to have to do that. So what I'm saying is I just want the side that was already said that it was going to be taken care of by your officers, that I can see my wife and hug her, and then before, that's it for me, you know. So.
I can make any arrangements as far as hugging your wife. Is she in Jackson?
She knows she's right here.
Okay, I can see if we can make some arrangements on that. I'll have to get Grand Rapids to cooperate in that.
They're the ones that told her that if she could get me to come in cooperatively, that they would let us hug.
Well, that sounds like that's something we can accomplish. Okay. So before I ask you anything, I do want to read you your Miranda rights. Okay. Just want to let you know what your rights are.
Yeah.
What would you like me to call you?
I'm Zach. My name's Zach.
Zach, work?
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to call me Brian, I'd appreciate that. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Zach, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to a lawyer, and have him present with you before or during any questioning. If you want a lawyer but cannot afford one will be appointed to represent you at public expense. If you waive your right to remain silent and later wish to stop answering questions, the questions will stop. If you waive your right to have a lawyer present and later change your mind, the questioning will stop until you have talked with your lawyer. Do you understand your rights?
I understand.
Given these rights in mind, are you agreeing with talking with me today?
Yeah, as long as I get to see my wife. I mean, I'm not going to talk.
I'll do it as long as Grand Rapids cooperates with that. I have no issue.
All right, I'm not going to talk until I hug her, though, because I know how that goes. Like, I mean, she could say, you could say, I can try to do whatever I can. You already got statements.
Well, where is she at right now?
She's in Grand Rapids, not too far from you.
Okay.
We talked, so, I mean, the detective, or not, I don't know if it was an officer that was sent by the detective, told her that they can make sure that we can hug and we can say bye to each other and stuff.
Can you take my word on it if I talk with him?
No, I'm not going to confess to nothing until
I understand that. Will you take my word that I'll get you a hug and get you to talk to her if I can get them to agree to it? I don't know that I can get her right this second here.
Well, I'm just saying I'm not going to, I mean, how does that work? I mean, you can say anything, I mean, but, you know what I mean? It's not, that's like we're at a standoff, because like I could say anything and then it's like, oh, well, I tried. Or they said they were going to, but this, you know what I mean? So that's the only thing that's important to me is I know my life's over.
Okay.
So I want to hug my wife goodbye. I want to give her a kiss. I want to talk to her for a minute. And they already said I could do that. That was one of the reasons I came in cooperatively.
Okay.
So I mean, I just want that. And once that's fulfilled, so I know I'm not being bullshitted, because that's already been told to me. My wife's not gonna lie and say they said that I can hug you and see you with that.
I totally 100% believe that, and I totally will tell you that I would let you do that.
Well, I mean, I believe you would. I'm just saying, I don't think much.
Let me see if I can get that arranged.
All right, thank you.
The detective tries to balance the need for information with Zachary's emotional plea. He agrees to look into the possibility of arranging the meeting with Zachary's wife, but the tension remains as Zachary waits for the outcome.
Hi.
Hey.
You were just talking to him,
Yep.
right? I'm Detective Zabriskie. I work for the Grand Rapids Police Department.
Okay.
I understand you want to talk to a young lady. Is that correct? Which young lady?
It's Amanda. You guys.
Common law wife, married wife?
No, we're married.
You're legally married?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I can tell you this. His partner and my partner, one of the guys that was already spoken to her today, is on their way there.
Okay.
Okay? But it's not like we're just going to go across the street to McDonald's. Right?
Oh, no, I know.
It's going to be a minute.
All right.
Okay? So, they're on their way.
Okay.
I'm not, doesn't do me good to lie to you, right? I mean, they literally just left. And so I just texted them, when they get there, they're gonna see if she's willing to come here.
All right.
Okay? That's where that's at.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, can we talk?
I mean, I'll answer a few questions that you guys know I'm not bullshitting, but I'm not gonna get a confession or tell you guys everything.
That's fine.
And as soon as she gets here, as soon as they get him, she gets here, he'll bring her in. Even if we're no matter where we're at the questioning.
Well, I'm not gonna answer some of these questions until I can tell you. You know what I mean?
Realize
I have nothing. You guys gotta realize this, and I'm just being 100. That's all I am. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. I keep it shoot. I'm a straight shooter. You guys can make my life hell. You can't. Whatever. It doesn't do nothing to me right now. My life's over. You understand?
Why do you feel your life's over?
Listen, I'm not answering that question. Okay.
Okay.
I know my wife's over with. So all I'm saying is there's one thing I want, because I won't be able to touch my wife again, is to give my wife a hug and talk to her. That's all. That's the only thing that's grounded me for this whole little process I've been going through. And then I had no problem going back until a year from now and telling you every little thing I've done and didn't do. It doesn't matter. One charge or a million charges, I'm over with.
What's up?
It seems like they're still working on it. Go ahead.
Whether you guys charge me with one charge and I'm found guilty of it, or I get found guilty of 50 charges, it's the same amount of time, it's the same amount of time for me. So it makes me no difference. If it has to stealing a candy bar from Myers or to killing something, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do the same amount of time in prison. See what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted you guys to realize.
Zachary repeats his demand for a hug from his wife, showing that this is his main priority. He seems resigned to the fact that his life is over, but insists that seeing her is the one thing that keeps him grounded in this situation.
Got a text, like I told you, it says, we'll see if she wants to come in. They're on their way there now.
Okay.
So, only thing Brian was thinking, and then we were thinking is, we're going to send somebody there. They're already on their way. As soon as they get there, we'll have an answer. If she says no, what do you want me to do?
She's not going to say no.
Okay.
But if she does, then I mean, I guess she needs to tell me that I can call her.
Well, we can do it over the phone.
We can do it over the phone.
You can't hug her over the phone, but
That's the only thing that's important. You guys understand, I'm going through a thing, and my wife and I have been separated for like 9-10 months now. Mm-hmm. And we're on that verge of like probably divorce, probably gonna get divorced after this. And like we haven't been on good terms. We finally started talking and stuff. And that's the only thing that's important to me. I don't care if I can confess to nothing. Pull a lawyer up and I can just go through it like that. I have no problem with that either. I'm just saying if I can benefit out of it, because to me it's one and the same. Whether I get found guilty of fucking stealing a candy bar at Myers 10 years ago or what, it doesn't matter. I'm going to do the same amount of time. I've got like 15 fucking felonies. So I'm definitely, whatever I get found guilty, it doesn't matter to me if it's a murder charge or if it's a gun charge or if it's a shooting in my wife's house charge. I mean, any of that stuff. It doesn't matter to me. I don't have a problem confessing all of it because to me it's just going to get it over with faster anyway. But at the same time, I got one thing, that's my wife. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to hug her goodbye, I didn't get to kiss her goodbye yesterday, today. You know, that's all I want to do. And make sure we're going to be all right, and that's it. And I don't care about any of the other stuff. All the other stuff's irrelevant. You know what I mean? After that, it's like, whatever. You know what I mean? It's all one and the same.
I get it.
I got the best lawyer in Grand Rapids, which is Frank Stanley, a good friend of mine. You can call him in a minute, he'll be like, shut up, don't say nothing. I understand all of that. I'm not a dumb individual, none of that stuff. But I also got a bachelor's degree in psychology, so it's not like you guys tell me one thing and it's like convince me of it, and that's fine. And you guys might have the best intentions in the world, and you didn't break your word because that's what you tried to do. But something can go wrong in the meantime, then what happens? I'll still call it holding back. You know what I mean? It's just not interesting.
Not arguing with anything you said. You did a lot of talking. You talked pretty fast. You had a lot of things you
I know
wanted to
there's a
do.
lot of shit going on. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm nervous. I'm apprehensive. I
appreciate it. All I can tell you is they just got here. Literally, they took time to go to the bathroom and come in here. And the minute one of those guys went out with one of our guys to go see if we could scoop her up. They're on their way. That's all I can do.
I appreciate that.
You know, like you said, like he said, like I'm telling you, I said before, it doesn't do us any good to lie to you. He's going to do his best. I'm going to do my best.
At the same time, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm just shooting it straight. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a very important thing always to me. Anytime I talk with somebody, I'll be always 100% honest with you. I'm not going to bullshit. I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe it's not something you want to hear, but I'm going to be honest with you. That's all I ever ask you is if we can do the same thing.
I respect that. I'm just saying you got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. I respect that. I'm not trying. You guys didn't do nothing to me personally, so therefore I don't have no reason to be an asshole or no reason to be. I mean, I have every reason as an American citizen to be uncooperative and let the court system do this, but it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't to me. I mean, I'm arrested. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison for one thing or another. You can charge me with all the charges you say you got right now, and then as time goes on, you got more charges because shit you guys don't even know about. So you can go. It's one and the same to me. You know what I mean? Like, I got 15 felonies. I'm getting charged with habitual, and it's 10 to 12 years minimum. To me, I'm 43 years old. I'll be 44. I've already did 21 years in prison. You know what I mean? Like, that's the rest of my life to me. I don't care. That's why I wasn't going to come cooperative. That's why I'm going to make you shoot me.
The detective reassures Zachary that they are working on his request, promising to make the necessary arrangements. Meanwhile, Zachary remains firm, refusing to answer any questions unless he sees his wife first.
I mean, that's not something I want to
I'm
say.
glad you didn't do that.
I mean, I'm glad for whoever had to shoot me. You know what I mean? That's whoever it's not his fault. Go home and tell his dad or his son or whatever.
You still got a family that loves you too.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's the only thing that's important to me. That's what I'm saying. So I'm doing this for one purpose. You got to know one purpose and one purpose only. And that's my wife. She begged me. And she said that it would be more important to her if I didn't do that. It would be hurt worse, but if I did come out and I wasn't going to shoot y'all. You guys didn't do nothing to me. But I had to make you guys believe I did or you wouldn't shoot me. And to me, doing the rest of my life in prison or ending up dead, I'd rather be dead. I mean, just being honest. So to me, it made no difference. The only thing that stopped that from happening was my wife. So that's why that issue with me hugging her is important.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
You probably owe her a bit of gratitude,
I owe her
right?
a lot of gratitude. Sure. I guess. I mean, not really.
I
it's
think
still to be determined.
Because you're
It's still to be determined. You know, how is it going to go? I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison. To me, I'd rather you guys shot me. You do 21 years in prison and you tell me you want to go back there for a day, let alone the rest of your life.
I can't say that I've done that,
Right.
so I can't.
Well, you haven't done nothing to deserve that either. You've been on the right side of the law. I'm just saying, I'm not saying that why me pity party, but that's my mentality. Just to let you guys know, that's my mentality. You know what I mean? And anything I tell you guys or I'm going to tell you guys, it's factual. You can check it. It's going to be fact. I'm not on no reason to bullshit you. Why? For what purpose? What am I going to gain? You know what I mean? I'm not. The only thing I got to gain is a hug from my wife, a kiss from my wife. That's it. It's the only thing I got.
Well, I'm hoping that she's going to agree to that. I think it sounds like she cares about you enough that it sounds like she will.
Was Kelsey uncomfortable in that chair?
Yeah.
It seems silly, but that chair might be.
That's right.
No, it's got a hole where the hands go.
Oh, gotcha.
See what I'm saying? Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
it?
it is. Thanks.
You lived in a small town, again.
The interrogation has been dragging on, with much of the time spent on small talk, waiting for Zachary's wife to arrive. While this conversation doesn't directly aid the case, it keeps Zachary occupied as they await her arrival.
Not ask her for any kind of particular recognition or thanks or anything. We're going to bring her in. I just want to make sure there's going to be no clouds.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay, it's not. I just want to hug my wife and all my son.
What about on her side?
No, she's not going to.
Okay. You understand where I'm coming from? She's got a baby in her arms. I don't want to get into any kind of predicament in here with anybody, okay?
I get you.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Go ahead, Archie. Stand up if you want.
Sandy boy. Hi, Papas. Hi, Papas. I can't play it. Daddy have kisses? Oh, that's a good kiss. You playing your game?
Aww.
Is that a good hope? Hi, Papas. Aww.
Yeah, Daddy.
Good daddy kisses. Thank you. Getting so big.
Yeah.
Loving our mommy. Mm-hmm. Loving our mommy. Can Daddy get a little love? Can Daddy get a little love? Get big clothes. Daddy loves you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hello. I love you, silly guy.
Alright, guys, I hate to break it up, but we gotta do it.
Alright. Thank you, guys.
You
Go ahead.
Bye, Papa. Bye. Bye, Mamas.
Thank you, guys.
Zachary explains his living situation further. He stayed with the two men in exchange for free board, but they were all users of meth. The mix of drugs, desperation, and bad choices starts to shed light on the chaotic environment he was in.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. He's a cute little dude.
Thank you.
25 years and never done anything like that. Alright?
Plus,
We're men of our words, so I wish I could make it happen longer, but unfortunately we can't.
That's all I ask for. Thank you very much. I'm very appreciative of that.
He didn't want to kill two birds with one stone, so if you could send a detective in on your incident, or you guys all set?
I'll have him step in. Okay. We're just gonna escort her out, make sure she gets back to her truck safely and things like that, and then he'll pop back in here, okay? I don't know if she knows where she's at or where she's going down here, but we wanna make sure that she gets in her truck and on her way, so he'll be right back.
Alright, thank you.
I think your guy talked to her already, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You want to get started on our...
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let me just go through this. I know we talked about it once before. Of course, I don't have my reading glasses, so this is a challenge. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you before or during questioning. If you want a lawyer but cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you to represent you at public expense. If you waive your right to remain silent and later wish to stop answering questions, the questions will stop. Just let me know. If you waive your right to have a lawyer present and later change your mind, the questioning will stop until you have talked with that lawyer. Do you understand these rights?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we okay to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
The focus shifts to a violent argument between Zachary and Mike, one of the men he was living with. Mike, possibly high on drugs, accused Zachary of hiding someone in the house and started threatening him with a pistol, escalating the situation.
Tell me what happened with the on Fishville.
Polak had been like, that's Mike. He had been high. I think he smoked crack or something. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But he was like noised out and he kept coming in the back bedroom where I was staying and like waving a pistol around and saying, "Who's in here? Who are you talking to?" Oh, somebody's in here. And then like the second or third time, I mean, I kind of got insulted because it was more like, if I want to have somebody in, I'd have somebody in here.
Which bedroom are you talking about?
If you go in the front door, there's a bedroom. So back right by the fireplace or whatever, there's a bedroom right there to the right. You know what I'm talking about? And then to the left, there's a like a, I guess it'd be a front room, a big ass
Yep,
room.
it's almost like a family room.
Yep, and then so in the bedroom right there on the right, when you first go in, that's the only other bedroom he's on the main floor. And so he kept waving the pistol. He'd come in with the pistol, he wouldn't wave it, like then point it at me. Like at one point, I think like the second time he came in or something, he kind of waved it towards me. I was like, don't point a fucking pistol at me or some shit. It's just kind of like a guy's like back and forth.
You know what kind of pistol it was?
Yeah, it was 38.
Okay.
So he comes in there with that, and he's like kind of waving it around.
What was you upset about? Because you had somebody.
Well, he thought I had somebody in the
Okay.
room, but I didn't. And then I found out like the third time. I want to say it was the third time he came. He kept coming in there like, who's in here? And I was like, what the fuck? Like maybe 15, 20 minutes. Who's in here? I'd be half asleep. And I'm like, so like the third time or something in here, he's like, I know she's in here. I said, who the fuck are you talking about? And he said, yeah, which is like a girl that comes there every once in a while. It's she's messing with another biker or whatever, whatever. But he's kind of like her. He's kind of like infatuated with her, like kind of like want to look after. I don't know, like some weird thing. I don't know. He wasn't having sex with her, so I don't know, it was some weird thing. But if she stayed the night and stuff like that, and sleep in the same bed and stuff. But anyways, like I know she's in here. I was like, man, turn on the fucking light and look around. Like stop doing. Like I don't know what you're doing when you're bugging out. He said to himself, like I must be bugging out. I must be bugging out. He's looking under the bed. He's looking all through some stuff, and I'm like, bro, where's she gonna hide at? Like, come on, dude, get a grip. And then, so I heard, I don't know, it was probably 15, 20 minutes later. I hear him talk to somebody out in the front, like, well, not the front room, it wouldn't be. You first come in the door. There's a kitchen and like the big open dining room, and I hear him talking to somebody in there, which would be like if you open my door, you'd be able to see right out there pretty much. So. I like open the door and he's not talking to nobody. And I'm like, hey bro, who you out here talking to? And he was like, nothing, I thought I heard something out here. You sure there's nobody in there? And I'm like, yeah, there's nobody in there. And then he was like outside, I can hear him outside, and then so I get up to come out there with him, and I'm like, what's going on out here or whatever. And he was like, there's somebody out here, I know for a fact. I heard coughing over by the chicken coop.
The argument continues with Zachary recalling Mike's obsession with a woman staying at the house. Mike's erratic behavior fuels the tension, creating an unstable and dangerous environment that led to further conflict. Zachary reflects on the escalating paranoia and violence.
So we had, anyway, we go over to the left side of the porch, which if you're facing out towards the road, would be the left side would be, and that's the way like the driveway and stuff's on that side. And there's a chicken coop. And we go over there and look over there, and then both of us go, him and I both go walk around. And then we go back into the house, and I lay back down, and I thought he was going to bed. He's like, it must be bugging out. It's getting to me or something. He was like, what did you say? Something like, I must be losing my mind, or these motherfuckers, or something about, they must think I'm losing my mind. They're not going to trick me like that or some shit. And I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, never mind, just go to bed, So, I go back in and go to sleep, and, well, I don't know, half sleep, whatever, and then...
Do you know about what time it is?
When I went back in to go to sleep, or like what time when I woke up?
When all this...
And then, the other girl that was there, there's two other girls that was there. About 11:30, so Amanda left her mom's house, her boyfriend's, whatever, and then after whatever, that was the room that was upstairs, a little short female, so I want to say she was upstairs at the time, so I was wondering if he was like talking to her and stuff, and then so that was, I laid down the first time about probably midnight, 12:30 or something. Yeah, I want to say he just like, okay, I say he smoked a joint or something. But then I heard, so that kind of put me out. And then I woke back up to walk the grounds with him. I don't really want to know, I'll say I looked at my clock, but it was probably 2 o'clock or maybe a little bit after, somewhere in that time.
Fair enough.
That we walked like just kind of like sweeping the ground to see if like who was out there, if anybody was out there, or anything like that. And then I went, once we figured out there was nobody out there, of course. I go back in, I don't know, it takes me probably not too long to get back to sleep because it was really late at this time. And I hear like 2 distinct gunshots downstairs. But that was after I heard a bang. I think that's what woke me up, like a, I don't know, like a bang, it wasn't a gunshot, but it was like a crash. And then I hear gunshots. I want to say 2 to 3. I want to say 2, then the third. Like it was like 2 and then 3. And by that time, I have a gun. I kept a 40 cal.
Okay.
And I jumped out of bed with the 40 cal and cocked it.
Zachary recalls hearing a crash followed by gunshots. He grabs his .40 caliber and confronts the intruder at the door. As the man approaches, Zachary fires in self-defense, unsure of the outcome, but acting out of fear.
Like door entrance, and he had a pistol, he had a 38 in his hand, and he said, "Motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you." And I thought he was talking about me. Mm-hmm. So I shot him twice or 3 times maybe.
He was coming in the door. You shot. So
yeah, he was coming in the front door. And then he was yelling like something like "Motherfucker, I'll kill you." Like he was agitated for sure, and he had the pistol like drawn up. And so I shot him, and then
so 3 times.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Having kind of fast and slow motion, like at the same time, like it was all like kind of a blur. So I shot him, and then like after I shot, it was a gun, but it wasn't. After I looked closer, I just know it wasn't a gun. He was coming out of the back, and so I turned towards him and shot him, or at him rather. I don't know if I hit him the first time because he turned, and when he turned to like kind of get away, I kind of ran back towards him, and then I don't know if he was trying to raise the gun or what he was trying to do, but I shot him again. That was the one that was in the doorway, and then but it was kind of like far. I don't know, I'm trying to make it make sense. It all happened like a blur, like so fast. And then I remember shooting was in his hand or whatever, and then recognizing that it wasn't a gun, and then like panicking, like looking around and being like, what the fuck? Oh my god, what the fuck? Now all my clothes and all that stuff in the back room, but I didn't like. I was just thinking like I was gonna panic, like what the fuck? So I went to run downstairs to see what the gunshots or whatever was downstairs. And that kind of fucked me up. So I was like fucked up behind that. I ran and I ran back upstairs, up, like kind of like panicking, like I don't know. And I went up the stairs. She wasn't there, which kind of baffled me. And I didn't have no cover.
Who was this?
Yeah, that's the one that lives there with me.
Yeah.
I didn't have no ride or nothing, so I went back down. Keys or whatever off the table, and took his truck and just like drove away. And then after I got a little ways away or whatever, I called my wife and just told her that it was just trying to talk to her and stuff. And I didn't tell her what I did. I just told her I did something bad and that I didn't know what to do and that
Zachary continues the chaotic sequence, explaining how he shot the intruder multiple times. His actions blur in panic, unsure if he hit his target. The confusion and fear take over as he processes the fast-moving events.
He already shot somebody. He was going to shoot at me, or he shot at me, or something like that.
When did you shoot him?
I didn't. I shot Shay. In the front door. Okay. I'm not. I mean, like I said, I wasn't there. I wasn't sure. I just know I heard a bang, but it wasn't a gun bang.
I got it.
And then I heard, so I mean, for sure 2, like at least 2. I want to say 2 and then a third, like a 2 and then a pause and then a third gunshot.
Do you think he knew what he was doing, or do you think he was like wigging out and thought it was someone who broke in?
Well, he'd been wigging out the whole. You know what I'm saying? He'd been wigging out like the whole night. He'd been like.
Do you think he didn't know?
Blur, like that's when I first heard the noise, what's going on. And then I just kind of like, I seen that he was like on the steps to go down to his house. So I left right, I went right back upstairs because the side door is right there, like where they push you out to the driveway. I left the door, I went out to go check on him. And I seen like, almost immediately, you know what I mean? Like I seen that he was on the steps. So I ran back upstairs to see.
So was he all the way up the top of the steps, or was he like halfway up?
I want to say like mid-step.
Okay.
I don't think he was all.
Was he conscious, or?
No, he wasn't conscious. Like he had like, his like face was opened up and stuff. You can tell he got like shot, like close, like I don't know.
After the shooting, Zachary describes his panicked search around the house. Realizing the gravity of the situation, he takes the victim's wallet and keys, then drives away, unsure of his next move or the consequences ahead.
So what did you take with you? You took his wallet? The keys?
No, that was in the car. I didn't take his wallet. The wallet billfold. The wallet billfold's like a chain kind of connector thing.
Okay.
So, so I guess I did take the wallet because it was on a chain to like the keys. But it's not.
But they
got like a string. Like,
they were on his person?
No. They was on the table.
On the table,
yeah.
in the basement?
Yeah, in the basement,
okay.
On the table. Right.
So you took his wallet and keys?
Well, yeah, they were connected together.
Okay.
It was like one of the
Did you use the credit card?
I used a credit card when I first got to Grand Rapids at Post Drive.
What credit card? Is the only one that was in there?
No, there was a couple of them in there, but it was a debit card or something. I used it for gas.
Where at?
I want to say it's not Post Drive. It might have been Post Drive gas station or something. But
It's Post Drive. It's a gas station?
Well, it's the different exit. Like in Grand Rapids, you got Post Drive as the exit. You got like.
Oh, it's the drive. It's the exit.
Yeah.
What gas station?
It's like going right before you get on the highway to go farther north. Like you can't get. There's not another gas station for a while. It's before Rockford and all that. But
Okay.
I don't know the name of it. Cigarette or something.
You know how much you?
Like $45 or $46 or something like that.
In gas you put in?
Yep.
Got it. But what day was that?
No,
Yesterday.
No. Yeah, yesterday.
So did you drive straight to Grand Rapids when you left?
Yeah, I started driving aimlessly and then just like I didn't put it on, like I just kind of gravitated towards here.
What do you think time you got to Grand Rapids, do you think?
9 o'clock probably.
Okay.
I'd say maybe 9 o'clock.
Did you pass any police officers like in the area? Were we getting in the area, or did we get there
I
quite well?
took right off. I panicked and just took, I was trying to get out of there. And
Did you go north out of there, or?
I went, when you turn off the driveway, you go right.
Okay.
So you go down that way, and I remember taking a left, and I honestly couldn't tell you what direction I drove after that, because I was just like befuddled. I was fucked up. I waited for a little while, and I called my wife, and she kind of grounded me a little bit.
When you got to Grand Rapids, where at 9 o'clock or so, where did you go?
Tried to go to his mom's house, and she wasn't home. And I tried to go to one of our mutual friends' house, and he wasn't home.
It was Sunday, for God's sake. Where was everybody at? Church?
I was thinking the same thing. It was early too. It was 10, probably 10, because I sat there and talked to my wife for like an hour in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is after I went to Kent home, and then was that after or before? No, it was before.
So then when you went all those three places, nobody's home, where did you end up?
Right where you guys found me at on 2nd Street.
Okay.
3rd Street. No. I went to a car park first off Post Drive. Parked there, but there's a lot of traffic coming in and out. So I didn't want to stay there. So I ended up going to.
Zachary drives aimlessly, calling his wife to say something bad happened, though he avoids the details. The weight of the crime settles in as he struggles with what he's just done, feeling lost and unsure about everything.
No, I just told him I needed to chill for a while. I needed to just get some sleep or somewhere peaceful. And he was like, "What's up?" And I told him I didn't want to talk about it. And he said, "Okay."
And did you tell your wife what you did?
No.
Okay. Just what'd you tell her?
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to get her in any trouble.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, anything to do with her. I don't want to get her in any trouble. So I'm saying she didn't do anything to try to help. And trying to make sure nobody else got hurt, and I didn't get hurt. So she's the reason I came in peacefully. So.
What happened to we didn't find a gun there, any other handguns?
You got both, you should have both guns by now. If they did everything they were supposed to do, and they searched what they were supposed to, you got both guns.
So you took the other gun with you?
I took 38 with me.
38, okay. 38, and then you have 4. Where were they located?
Behind the blue couch in the...
Both of them?
Yeah, together.
Where did you get your 40 from?
I got it from a friend of mine.
Okay. Did you buy it from him?
No, he gave it to me.
Okay. The 38, that was...
He's had it since I've known him.
Okay. How long have you had the 40?
Quite a while.
Zachary recounts his journey as he stops at a parking lot, reflecting on the situation. His emotional state worsens, unsure who to reach out to, and realizing that the crime is now inescapable. The weight of his actions begins to hit him.
I had a 9 in the 40, so I had it for like, when did I get rid of the 9? Like a month ago, maybe. So,
What did you all take after the incident happened? You took the wallet, the keys,
I just took the keys and the wallet, which were chained together, and that was it.
and the 38?
The 38 I took almost right away from.
Is that after you went back and shot him the second time?
No, I didn't go back and do that. It was, I shot. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? And I just like,
Did you hit him, you think, that last time? The first two you obviously did. But after you shoot...
She was like saying, like, he was still kind of like saying shit, like, or moaning or whatever. So, that's what made, like, I was worried about. That's why I remember the gun in his hand and worried about that. Like, he was going to try to shoot me or something. So, I shot him every time I grabbed the gun.
Do you think he hit him, or
I'm not sure.
did it shut him up?
Yeah, he stopped doing what he's doing. So,
How many times do you think you shot
I don't know.
What did he end up having in his hand?
It was like a pipe or something, I think.
Okay.
Like a weed pipe or something. I just know it wasn't a gun.
Sure.
But I know he's got a 380 and he's got a revolver and he's got a couple shotguns. I mean, I knew he had guns, and that's what I was worried about. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Motherfucker, and it was like they're all brothers in the club, so it was like, you know, what did I do or what have I done or what they, I don't know. It was, no justification. But I didn't want to get shot either. So.
Did you know the old guy that lived downstairs?
Zachary's self-defense claim begins to unravel. He admits that after the man was still moving, he shot him again to ensure he was dead. He insists it was to prevent the man from shooting back, though the man's body was unarmed.
No, I didn't.
So when we found him, he had a gun, like, kind of cuffed into his... we found him, he was at the top of the steps.
Oh, so he probably didn't die right away.
But he had a gun, like, it was just a little Derringer. I mean, it was small, it wouldn't have done much damage. But he had that,
No, I didn't know that. I didn't shoot him though, so.
Yeah, I understand, but you were buying him. I didn't know if you saw him.
I
Did you ever know he had a gun with him?
No.
I mean, any time when you were living there?
I mean, they all had guns.
Okay.
They're all a bunch of old bikers. They all have weapons at all times, you know. And they definitely all, like, as far as I knew, everybody's one of them had guns.
How long did you stay there?
I stayed there off and on. I stayed there, that time I'd been there a couple days. But before I stayed there, like, a month, and then I'd stay there a couple weeks before that, just because, just kind of like on the run and just
Sure.
trying to hide out and stuff.
Got it.
Never had no problems though.
Did they charge you rent or no?
I helped drive riffraff off.
Okay. What help, or were they all because he had a separate apartment?
I think it's because. I think he.
Would he come up and party with them when they were?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they were pretty tight, all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they have a lot of traffic?
Yeah.
A lot of in and out traffic.
Yeah.
So I definitely think Paul.
Sure. I dabble in meth once in a while too. I mean, I always have. So.
Somebody had used meth recently because there was still in his bedroom. There was still some stuff. his bedroom, if you walk in, is the first one on the
Straight to the
left.
left,
Yeah, that's what we kind of figured. And then he had some more in a drawer. How long did the three of them live there? When he was living there when we had the big party when the people got.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That
He was
person got
it's
killed.
still his house, yeah.
And when did the other guys move in, you know?
A long time. There's another guy that lived with a different club.
Okay.
He had that back bedroom I was talking about that I was going to be staying in.
Okay.
But that was going to stay in there too, so I don't know how that was going to work. Yeah, he was staying back there, and then this time I was gone for like 2.5, 3 weeks maybe, if that long. And he was gone when I came back, and I found it kind of confusing that, like, what happened to him, you know? Pretty cool.
What? How did you meet him? What was your connection to him?
A friend who knew him, got me there because they knew I needed a place to stay. So he's like, I got the perfect place for you. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody bothers you out here. This is real cool. And it was cool the first couple times. And I got the second time I stopped because it was like too much foot traffic, like too many people going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, that's just gonna get you caught up.
Sure.
You know?
Sure. Who was that? The one that introduced you?
Zachary contradicts himself, claiming the man was holding a pipe, not a gun. However, no weapons were found near the bodies. His lack of remorse is evident as he remains convinced that his actions were justified despite the contradictions.
He seems like a pretty decent dude. He happened to be. They were all hanging out at the place north of there, right next door. He's part of.
Oh, talking about the house north of there.
Yeah.
Talking about old girl's mom, dad's house.
Yeah. He's part of it. He's in their club too, or
Talking about.
it was just north of there.
Oh.
He's not part of the club. Oh, okay. He led me to believe he was.
No, he's not.
Is he full of shit?
Yeah. He
claims he. Like, well, why haven't you told us? Oh, it was so dark I couldn't see who did it.
Right.
Okay. He was kind of full of.
Yeah,
Full of
he's
himself. And a little bit. He seemed pretty down to earth guy. Is that a pretty decent club? I mean,
from
motorcycle clubs you hear are kind of rough, but those guys all seem pretty decent.
I mean, besides just having drug habits, I mean, that's
Sure.
about it.
And every motorcycle club.
They didn't really cause no problems or have any like real beat. I mean, there's people coming out there, but it's mostly because the girls they protected, not them. You know what I mean? It's like girls that have problems with guys that come out there and they make sure the guys stay away from them or whatever.
So we did recover some rounds in each one of the individuals. We found some casings. A 38 is probably not going to eject the casing. It's typically a revolver. I'm assuming that was a revolver. So we'll be able to match up, and so especially now that we do have, they did recover a couple of guns over to your buddies. It's the both of the guns that you had there. You said they were behind a
blue futon
both of them.
Yeah,
that's where they found at least the 40, and I'm assuming they said they found 2
They were
guns.
wrapped up together. So.
Okay. So anything else you can add, or anything you want to add?
I mean, not that I can think of right now. It's still blurring in my mind now. Just trying to replay that shit. It's just
I bet. And pretty much everything you told me appears to be pretty accurate. Obviously, we were in the belief, and I don't know that we're not in the belief. The ballistics would tell us that.
Oh, absolutely.
They'll tell us if your gun wasn't used, then I got to think that.
Right.
Because I would think that you probably had the 40. I don't know why you would have. I mean, I guess it's possible you could have used both guns, but it would be unusual.
Right.
Can you agree with that? How many times do you think you shot altogether?
I mean, I know I emptied the clip.
Okay.
The detective probes deeper into Zachary's actions, questioning him about the guns involved. Zachary admits to taking a wallet and keys from one of the victims and using a credit card, showing a level of control and awareness during the incident.
Did you reload?
No.
Okay. Did you have additional magazines?
No, I think I have the one bullet that's left in there. That was for me, and then that was it.
Okay. So your thought was you were going to at some point use that on you, that last bullet? Yeah. Well, I'm glad
It was
you're...
mostly just to shoot in the air and have you guys shoot me. I'm trying to kill myself before I have enough guts to do it.
Yeah. Well, for your son's sake and your wife's sake, more importantly your son's sake, I'm glad you didn't do that.
Yeah, I know.
Because your son will be able to see you. He'll be able to come at some point. I don't know how prison works, but obviously you do. But I would think at some point he's going to be able to come visit you.
Oh, yeah.
Do they let him when they're young?
Okay. Yeah.
Well, for his sake, he's not going to know any different initially.
Yeah.
Anything I can help you with? Because like I said, I do appreciate your honesty, your cooperation. You could have made this difficult for me, and you didn't, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, there's going to be things you probably need as far as like little details or little questions you have. And I'm fine with all that. I already know there's no snitching, nothing. But I'm not snitching on nobody myself.
No, you're right. There's probably going to be one or two things I didn't think to ask today.
Yeah.
And you're cool with me coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Like I said, as long as like you guys have held up your end, like with bringing my wife in here and doing what you said, and he went and orders the pizza and all that. So I'm just a man of my word. If it's upheld on both ends, and how our relationship right now is how it'll always be unless you change it.
Sure.
That's just true.
Yeah.
I won't ever change it because I have no reason to.
I have no reason to change it either.
And so it's just it's just. But yeah, I know you're gonna have more questions.
Let me get with my partner here real quick and see if he had any questions.
As the interrogation continues, the detective's approach becomes more passive. He acknowledges Zachary's cooperation, but the tone of the questioning shifts, and the detective's lack of assertiveness gives Zachary more control over the narrative.
I don't know if you guys are just taking a break.
I wondered if you wanted to pop in.
I do.
I want to see if there's some things I missed.
I'm gonna talk to you for a couple minutes and
you want me in?
no, you're fine. Yeah, jumping around here. All right. I do have to do one thing, just like he did. I heard him do it, but by my policy, I'm gonna read you yours. Okay. So I got paper everywhere. You have the right to remain silent. Any mistake can be used against you in court of law. You have the right to the presence of the lawyer before adjourning any questioning. If you wish a lawyer and cannot afford one, the court will appoint one before any questions. You understand your rights?
Yep.
Okay. Just like we were read before, right?
Yep.
All right. My watch turned off. I'm going to be brief because I'm not, we were listening, I was listening, I've been in here talking, and you've been straight up. I got a question for you. Do you remember, you actually alluded to it earlier. You said, yeah, I shot out her windows and her slider and everything like that. Can you tell me about how that happened?
We were going through this custody thing with divorce and
Okay.
going through not divorce, but a custody, a battle with it. And, when we first separated, she gave me full custody of my son. I had him for 6-8 months, something like that. And then she took him, and then when I had a warrant for, I thought I had a warrant for a domestic or something, and she got a temporary order of relief, and then she wouldn't let me see him, and I hadn't seen him for 2 months. I hadn't seen my son, and so I tried to get into her glass door of her house, the back door, and then I couldn't get in. I seen the camera in the corner, so I shot towards the floor and shot the camera out.
All right.
Or what I thought was the camera out.
What'd you shoot?
A 9mm.
9mm. Yeah. And what did you use to try to get in the door?
A crowbar.
Remember where
The detective continues to ask about Zachary's movements, including details about a prior incident where he shot at a window. Zachary's explanation seems disconnected from the gravity of the situation, providing more confusion than clarity.
Nobody was hurt?
No.
Did you ever get in?
No.
You shot the windows?
There was just that one window, yeah.
Window? Okay.
Yeah. That was after I broke it with the crowbar first, though.
Broke it with a crowbar first and shot it.
Yeah.
Is that 9mm one of the same ones that was used? Do you know where that gun is?
No, I don't know where offhand. Where's that?
Okay. And, any idea?
Somewhere in Branch County.
Branch?
Yeah.
How come Branch County?
Just that's where I was messing around out there, and I gave it to one of the guys out there when I got my 40 cal.
Okay. So you traded basically.
I mean, I've had the 40 cal for a while, and I was like, want to keep this 9, let me keep this 40 cal. He said, all right.
Okay, fair enough. Can you tell me what happened? You were driving an Excursion, and Amanda had an Explorer, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what happened.
It happened right around the same time. It was, she had my son, I hadn't seen him. I was pulling into a park to go smoke a blunt, roll a blunt up, and she was coming out of the park. I knew she'd be in that area usually because she exchanged kids with her other baby daddy at that time or whatever. So I used to be in that neighborhood a lot, just kind of like seeing if I could catch her or something with my son. Because we was playing mostly like snatching at that point. She didn't have a temper, she didn't have a custody order or nothing. So it's like whoever has custody of me has custody of him. If you leave that babysitter and I come and get him, then I got custody, which is fucked up to him, you know. But I hadn't seen him, so I seen her and I seen that the baby seat in the back, so I kind of like ran her off the road, and cause I was gonna try to get him out of the truck, steal my son back. But people started calling out and stuff, and I took off.
Did you ram the vehicles?
Yeah, I ran.
Yeah.
So that's why I got her off the road. I hit the front of her vehicle and pushed her to the side.
Okay. Those are the only ones I was going to touch base on. I don't even know if they're worth it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you. You know the totality. You know the enormity of what's going on. I know you said, did you tell, I literally, the pizzas were here. Did you tell them where the guns are?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Wrapped together in a black shirt.
Yep.
I told him the car was there too, but he said you guys already knew.
We already knew where the guns were too. I already knew. You'll find that he and I usually ask questions that we already know the answers to.
I mean, that's what I do too. That's what I tell them online.
Bam. Before, I'm not just going to come in here, ask 10 questions and leave. Is there anything else you feel like you want to get off your chest?
Is there any more charges? Is that 2 charges? And is that the only charges I got, I think?
No, I can tell you this. I don't know everything. I know you got some previous warrants.
Okay.
And some of them are for some of this. And I don't know everything. I honestly haven't run what all your warrants are.
Okay.
But I can tell you that at this point,
Zachary shares that he used to frequent the area where his ex-partner exchanged custody of their son. One day, he saw her and decided to ram her vehicle off the road, planning to take his son back from her.
my sergeant, me, this sergeant, kind of made a determination that the most important thing to address currently would be what happened in Jackson.
Right.
So you'll probably go to Jackson, maybe the prison, but eventually to start with the Jackson County Jail.
Right.
So what you're charged with, if you're charged with a Kent County or Grand Rapids case, we won't be able to get you in front of a judge, maybe never, maybe after a long period of time. So your charges are probably going to be more related to whatever you guys just spoke about in Jackson.
I was just asking if there's any more you want me to clear up, so I can get it off.
Honestly, I looked a little bit. I don't know. There might be some stuff. I think the idea of you're willing to clear some stuff up. I'm willing to work on that. I can do a little digging. What I'm willing to do, I'm going to cuff you in front for a minute, and so you can eat, because I'm not going to feed you like a baby.
Appreciate it.
But you're going to stay cuffed, and bottom line is that you're still going to stay cuffed.
I mean, I'm all right with that. I'm not. If I was going to try to do something, I'd have been did it for one, and for two. If I didn't want to come in, I wouldn't have came in. You guys would have shot me.
No, I'm not arguing with you on that, and I feel like I may have offended you when I said that. What I want you to understand is that we just have policies.
No, I'm saying that you're not offending me. What I'm saying is the offensive that you got to keep explaining. Is, for one, it's not your call. It's protocol probably. But for two, if your boss says keep me in the cuffs, I don't give a fuck how much pull you got. You got to keep me in the cuffs. It's not no big deal to me to be in cuffs, man. I'm in the cuffs.
We want to make it easier, though.
I appreciate
We don't want to
it.
put you like a bird.
Right.
I appreciate it.
So what I'll do is I'll go sit tight for a minute, and I'm going to go grab some piece of pie or a couple pieces of pizza, and I'm going to grab some napkins, and I'm going to cuff you and move things around.
If there's any more that I thought I was charged with. I don't know what else I thought I was charged with, but I know the thing with the vehicle was a big deal, and I know shooting into the residence was, so I don't know if there was anything else besides that. I just wanted to clear it up.
I'm not going to lie to you, I stopped looking.
All right. Got you. It's small on a significant scale, I get it.
So there may be something else. my boss probably can tell me when I get out of here, but right now, that was what you had some questions on.
Absolutely, no problem.
So I will go grab some pizza and I'll be back.
Sit tight.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.
So far, they didn't really have any additional questions for me. The one thing that I forgot to ask you that I thought of is the keys to the.
They sit right on the refrigerator.
Okay. And we'll let them know.
They get credit cards there or no?
I don't know either. Where would they be at?
I had to think on that for a minute. I was scrambling around when she said that there's.
So the keys are in the kitchen?
No, they're in the same room the guns were in, but there's a small little like a little mini fridge.
Okay.
So they're on top of there.
He admits to pushing her car off the road in his desperation, describing it as an impulsive act. Despite the recklessness, he feels justified in his actions, hinting at his emotional and mental state during the incident.
Credit card, you're not certain.
I'll think of it. I just can't think of it right now. That was kind of a blur. Yeah.
Did he have like parking?
Look, sure.
Did
If you put a gun in his hand or a joint, he stopped shaking.
he? Yeah.
It was weird.
Did you ever see his little derringer he had? When I saw that, I'm like, Jesus. I did. I was getting confused.
I mean, they all had guns shaking.
What's the deal with what was the it's kind of creepy out. You probably don't even use that muzzle loader or whatever that points at the window.
That's they was gonna actually it's a really expensive sought after gun, but they were gonna have the national party. They got the national party coming up soon, and they're gonna raffle it off.
Oh, okay.
Like raffle it because I mean all guns are about.
They had two of them there, right?
No, I think that was the only one.
Stand up for me. Mr. Doyle here is going to, he's going to do the, what he's going to do is, one hand's going to come on, put it on top of your head.
Right up on your head.
And then, I'll hold this arm, he's going to switch. Go ahead. You gotta be able to eat. So, we'll switch it when we're done.
And then when we leave, we'll just throw mine on.
Those are actually your deputies.
Oh, perfect.
We did that on purpose.
You guys are thinking ahead.
Yep.
That's what I think.
So you make sure they don't tighten up on you. That's your stuff there.
Thank you.
I don't know if there's anything, did your guys come up with something or anything? I mean, there's some questions that, I don't know, if little stuff. Do you remember what you were wearing when you were down in Jackson?
Well, I mean, when that stuff happened?
Yeah.
What I got on?
Same clothes.
Same clothes?
All right. Literally, you haven't changed the whole time? Did you shower?
It was yesterday.
Okay, did you shower?
No.
You haven't showered
You
yet?
can take the gunpowder, you can do the gunpowder test and all that stuff.
But my question is, if the same clothes, you guys may want jail greens, and we may take the clothes, or you may want to do it down there. Okay.
We'll do it down.
As the detective prepares to step out, Zachary is reassured that he'll get food soon. The conversation momentarily shifts as Zachary maintains control, offering more information about his actions, but he remains in a passive state.
Just eat in peace and sit,
All right, thank
sit
you.
tight. We'll,
Thanks for clearing that up. I didn't think about that. You want me to rip that off, or you got it?
Oh, I got it. With the king of cuss in the front, I think I can manage.
Sure. Well, it seems like you and your wife come to terms. Seems like she's supportive of you again, which is cool.
Maybe.
It's like you've mended that fence.
I don't know. It's going to be a long process, I think. A lot of damage done.
Oh,
Been separated like, what is it, trying to October? Maybe 10 months now.
okay. But you're still married?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Neither one of us got them.
Well, it sounds like that she had some hope still, or she wouldn't have, 10 months is a long time to not file.
Yeah.
I would guess
Both of them.
she had some hope. I'm never good with these late nights.
Getting too old for it, huh?
Oh, you know what? Even when I was young, I couldn't do past midnight. I usually worked the 3 to 11 shift, and I was good with that. But
That sucks. It takes your whole day.
yeah, I loved it when I was younger. We do 12 hours now. I'm obviously not on the road, but I liked the 3 to 11. It was fun.
Yeah, I thought they did 12 now, 2 to 2.
Yeah, pretty much most agencies do. Because you get every other weekend off. When I was, we got Tuesday, Wednesday off. That was our weekend. So,
Oh, okay.
You new guy gets a couple days off. And,
Where's house where you're working like, is it 12 days, at 12 every 12 every 2 weeks or something?
You work 7 days every 2 weeks.
7. Oh, okay.
So 14 every month, essentially.
So it's almost like nurses, like 12 on, 12 off.
Well, they do.
A day off, 2 days on, 2 days
You do
off.
2 days on, 2 days off, 3 days on, 2 days. You get so I really Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. So whatever you work one week you work 5 days. The next day you only work 2.
Oh, okay. Well, that ain't so